Oh, man.
Yeah, just getting ready, man.
Man on man.
I don't know who I want to pick on, you know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
Or if I want to pick on anybody, you know what I mean? It's kind of clear and
What'd I do today?
kind of defined. No, not y'all. More of these NBA teams and players, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild, man.
I thought he was choosing a target to go at today. I was like, shit.
Nope.
Good to go, big dog. Can you not?
Psych, nah. Imagine. That's how I start every fucking episode.
Oh, whoa.
You ready, King?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro.
Ready, steady?
I'm trying to.
Ready, Freddy.
Ready, spaghetti.
Y'all
know that song.
Ready spaghetti?
Ready spaghetti.
What are you doing?
Ready, spaghetti.
Yeah.
I'm ready, spaghetti. Yeah,
I don't know Ready Spaghetti.
We're ready, spaghetti, bro.
Okay.
I ain't copy.
3, 2, 1, and welcome everybody back to a different sports show. This is episode number 138. Hopefully, I did the best I could with my hands there.
You didn't.
I'm your host Thomas Saxby. I'm obviously here with my co-hosts Matt and Kem, and we're ready to talk about everything. It was a fantastic wild card weekend that we just had for football. An amazing season, and it seems like we're gonna have an amazing playoffs. We don't know who's gonna win. It's actually insane, and of course we got basketball. So let's dive right in. Who wants to lead this episode off?
I'll pop off real quick.
Okay.
So something's
Matt heart attack.
All right. So Jokic is currently out.
Yes.
They say he's projected to be back around end of January. So that brings up the question for me. If he comes back January 29th and is healthy for the rest of the season, he's eligible for MVP. And if he continues to average 29, 12, and 11 on 60, 40, 80 shooting and doing everything he's doing, he definitely could win it.
Okay.
He comes back January 30th and eligible. Do we think that over the next however many years that this thing is in place, do we think the games restriction is going to damper players from winning awards they should win? Because you're saying somebody who played 64 games and somebody who played 65 games are like, I just think if he plays the way he is the rest of the season, but he comes back January 30th rather than 29th, and he's ineligible, he's missing out on an MVP.
I mean, I like the rule though overall. I get what you're saying, but me personally, I like the rule because it's like I feel like the players that do play most of the season should get rewarded. Now, when it comes down to the way you explain it, a player that plays 65 versus 64, let's just hope it never comes down to that where the top two MVP candidates are, both that close to the cut line. But like for example, like if Jokic comes back and dominates, but he is on January 30th. I don't think it would matter because SGA, who's played the whole season and has done what he's done, is probably the deserved MVP anyway. That's kind of how I feel. And I get it. Like, Jokic is putting insane stats, but unfortunately, he got hurt.
It's not like you played 40 games, not like you played 50. If he plays 64 games
versus someone that's played that's gonna play 78, 79 games, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, absolutely. And you put it in a money making perspective, having the same numbers, like having the same averages without the same total number of you know what I mean?
Like the contract gets boosted.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make
like
more.
That,
you know what I mean? Like it should count. And in all truth, like not nothing against Jokic, you know what I mean? He's one of the premier top 5 players in the NBA right now, without a question. But at the end of the day, the missing of the games. And I'd like to ask you, how do you feel about that? Do you think that
I feel like if he's is off of it by one game, it's bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it should take away from people making All NBA because I feel like if you're All NBA,
like
you're
All NBA should
right.
count. Like I feel like if anything, it should just be major awards, which is MVP, defensive player.
But like All NBA, I feel like if you're like Jokic,
but it takes him out of everything. It takes him out of All NBA, All defensive, which he wouldn't have made.
Yeah, and that's the part
awards.
I disagree with.
And so I feel like it shouldn't. I never was a fan of it. Yeah, like it works with Embiid that rookie year only played like 30 games and they wanted to give it to him. Instead they gave it to Malcolm Brogdon. So in those situations, he shouldn't have won rookie of the year because he only played 30 games. But if it's somebody who played 75 compared to 64 games, it ain't that deep to me. Like the 65 win, if the 65 win player had a better season, no matter if he played 10 less games, 11 less games, If he had a better season, he should win the MVP.
Season.
Yeah.
So that's a thing for me.
And that's why, because I mean, like, I get it in MVP conversations and such, you would want that rule in place. But for all NBA, if someone's better than someone, they're just better than someone.
Especially with shit being positionless now in the All NBA
and if
teams.
someone plays 55, games and they're better than someone, I mean, that's just what it is.
All right, cool. I just wanted to get your opinions on it. I think it's
that's
not necessary in the league, but
like I said, I think it's necessary. I just hope it doesn't come down to like two players that are at like that one game.
Yeah, that's why it shouldn't matter.
That's when it'll really be.
That's why I believe that it shouldn't be. We shouldn't be on the fence on that. You understand what I'm saying?
As long as SJ
because if it comes down to that, you know what I mean. That's a sucky type of MVP race anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Where we're trying to figure out of two people who've played the most games, had the most impact, that makes no sense. It should be clearly, you know what I mean, around, you know what I mean, the guy who was most effective with the majority of time.
Once we get down to it, it's going to be like Jokic or not
because
Giannis,
you can't be most valuable. Now, all NBA is separate, right? But you can't be most valuable if you're not available the majority of the time.
It's 64 games not available,
you know what I mean?
And
85.
But like if we're comparing it
out
to
of
someone,
82,
but if we're comparing it to someone that's
absolutely.
That
19 games, that 19 games can do a whole lot.
It can
mean a whole lot.
But it can show how valuable you are too, though.
Yes.
If your team is losing in that time and you come back, that adds to your case of MVP in my standing. But instead, it takes you out of the race,
right?
Because you missed games.
But at the same time, if the top like 2 or 3 people and the other 2 players have played the whole season, I mean.
Yeah, no. If SGA plays 78 plus games, I have no argument because he was healthy the whole season, and he's still putting up 32,
and we've seen
5,
what
and
he
6.
did when Jalen Williams was out. We've seen what he did.
Yeah, that whole team hunkered around him and just put it together. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought.
That's a good opening take. What you got, Ken? What's up?
Well,
man?
my take is a bit different. I'm
going off of mine.
Okay,
man.
my take is a bit different, man. Mine is coming back to the East Coast. If you guys remember last week, man, I kind of talked a little bit about the West Coast lab going on.
Yes.
Now I want to shift the focus to the East Coast and what's actually going on. So listen, right now, the New York Knicks are in the top 3. Okay, still in offensive rating in the NBA. Listen, I'm gonna highlight that for you. Don't even worry. All right. Listen, 116 around league average points per game, right? 117 they're allowing, right? Net rating is 0.46. Let's say 5, mid-league, okay? Now in the last 10 games, they are 5-5. Okay? 5-5. Since the Cup, only them and Utah have been where they've been defensively, all right, in the bottom tier of the league, right? But what I also want to highlight, check it out, because last week we was talking a lot about like it should be the Knicks' year to win it.
Yeah. But then, or at least just go to the finals.
But then we look across over there to Detroit. The same 10 games, right? Or since the Cup. 117 per game, right? Knicks 121. They're better, right now. Defensive rating 110, right? Among the league's best, right? 111.
Detroit has turned into a really good defensive
Absolutely.
team.
Net rating right now, strong positive differential, right? At 6.6.
That's why these teams keep fucking around, man. Detroit is there.
Absolutely.
They're absolutely they're gonna be a hard team to take out in 7.
Solid defense, right?
Because it's weird. Like they're like they're high on offense. Like they can be fast, they can be slow, whatever pace you need them to be. Defense, they're there. And then like at the end of the day, they're good in the clutch and they're a physical somehow through all that, they're a physical team that'll wear you down.
Got something coming.
So listen, you already know that. That's why I was quiet while we was talking about this off script. You understand what I'm saying? Like kind of just, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they 8-2 in these last 10 games, right? Hovering around. Listen, it's kind of crazy, right? At the end of the day, the 2 that you mentioned, right? I think Duren Stewart, right? Along with that dog, Cade Cunningham, right? Along with the rest of what they have. They're very, weird. Very physical Thompson, and high output. Listen, absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm not forgetting them. I'm just not mentioning them.
They're somehow physical and fast at the same time.
Listen, bro, it's kind of crazy. So I don't agree with it being the Knicks for the taking.
Well, but, no, I feel like I never did.
My thing is like it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to the
should be.
Yeah. Like
running this shit, and they aren't.
Cat either needs to like wake up and like really focus and like lock in and go off, or he needs to be traded.
And I mean, and shit, realistically,
Comes down to Cat for
I
the
feel
Knicks,
like
bro.
Cade
Yeah.
is either comparable or better than Brunson. I'd say more comparable. But
Okay.
I feel like he does more things than Brunson because he's a better passer,
Yeah, I think
better
they're both-
defender,
yeah.
and equal offensive fucking tyrant.
Would you say that's the same
And-
reason that they got rid of why they got go ahead, let me let you go. Sorry about
And then I'll say, other than Cat, I feel like the rest of the team is just like skilled players, like defensive juggernauts or like 3-and-D specialists or something like that. Other than Cat, but since Cat isn't playing to the best of his abilities, it's dampering
And it puts a
what
lot on
the Knicks
Brunson, who
can
is
do.
Yeah.
And so, what were you? But what were
Absolutely.
you gonna say?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay, yeah.
You're
So
good.
I feel like if I had to depend on one of them to carry my team, I'm going Cade. He just does more for
It's
me.
the same thing in what we said.
And he's a
little
bigger
bit.
guard.
And listen, you just said it. It's everything that we said on why it was a lot easier to get rid of Trae Young with what they got
yes.
going on in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I would listen. Of course, I would lead with the cohesive Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But right now, right? Detroit, you know what I mean? In this third year of
Scary.
this type of situation that they got going on, they floated out some pieces, but kept the core of what they have. You know what I mean? Been building with. You know what I mean?
Brunson's a bulldog, but he's a little bulldog.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think what
Cade
it's gonna
is tough.
What it's
bro.
gonna come
And
down
we
to
already
for the
been
East,
watching it.
I think the Pistons are gonna be there no matter what,
Without
unless
a question.
something crazy happens.
Yeah, without a question.
The Knicks, it comes down to Cat, whether Cat's gonna get it together or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miami is there depending on the trade that they make.
Shit, Boston is
I
still low key
No,
there.
they're starting to fall apart though.
Yeah, but
But
Jalen Brunson's still
I don't know. I
fucking
mean, I think-
doing his thing.
Yeah, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown, my bad. We were just
You
talking
got
about
you.
Brunson.
Don't worry.
I don't. No.
Oh,
No, but when it comes to the Heat,
Ow.
I mean, like, because the Heat, they're in a beautiful position to make just one trade, and they're there. And I hope they make
What's that trade?
I hope it's the John Morant one. He
Nah,
fits
that-
like a glove.
It
He
already.
fits like a glove.
I mean, it kind of fell off already though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But
I just don't want if they give up too much for somebody, then
and then
it's
if
gonna
like
hurt them. I
yeah,
feel
if
like.
Orlando randomly finds their chemistry, but that's it. I think that's the only 4 teams of ifs or ands.
I think Orlando's going to be a next year team. I
Yeah.
think that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I think this year it's just going to be them figuring out.
I don't know,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Something. Well, I think the issue is with the Orlando Magic is something's missing, and you
That's
don't
what we
really,
said the last 2 years, and they
Yeah.
got Bane, who was supposed to be the missing piece.
Yeah, and I just unfortunately I don't think he was the missing piece for that team.
No, I think he was. I think it's just a player like Bane that wants to be more than just a plug and play 3-point
like
3D
a-
specialist. I think it's just going to take a year for Franz and Paulo
Yes.
to work around him.
Yeah.
And still, in my
good as
opinion,
Suggs is,
Franz
they
and
got
Paulo
awful
are
Suggs.
still working around each other.
Yes.
They play similar ball.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I feel like them three just need to figure out their spaces on the floor, and then I feel like that team will be fine. And they just need to find that
they
playmaker
need
for
some.
them.
They need a
Ty
high
Jones is
IQ.
cool off the bench. Anthony Black has been emerging this year. He's been great. He had just had that poster last night,
Over 4 people,
which was
Yeah.
freaking phenomenal. Dude, that put that on a cover of a 2K just because
Yeah.
it looks so damn cool.
over 4 people. Yeah.
But once they figure that out, they have defensive minded guys, have
Yeah.
athletic wings, they have everything they need. So
Yes.
And that's how I think the East is just going to come down to those 4 teams. I don't believe in the Cavs anymore. I don't. So I mean, could they
Mitchell
go on?
fighting
Could
for
they
his
go on a
life.
run? Yeah, but I feel like when it gets to the playoffs, they're going to have
lights
the
are,
issues.
lights
that
are too
they're-
bright.
Yeah, they're going to have the issues that they're having now.
Spider
So like,
career averages right
He's
now.
bugging.
You know
He's
what I mean?
going
yeah,
stupid.
But there's only
Yeah.
but it sucks because a player like Donovan Mitchell who excels on the offensive end, and on the defensive end, you know, he tries, but he's not a good defender per se. Like it's hard because those players need the players around them
Yes,
to do
absolutely.
their job, and when they're
Yeah.
not doing their job, there's only so much
Yeah.
yeah.
that you could do. I mean, he could go scorched earth in the playoffs and average 40 and get them somewhere, but
But
I
he's
don't know.
not. Yeah. Don't.
But what are the chances of that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That
You
he does
can't
that
look at him
every
and do
single
everything.
every
You can't-
single game.
Yeah, he can't do everything.
Does this guy?
Oh, you
think
got
he's-
water?
That's why I offered it to you.
I just started yelling.
He tried to.
Oh, you got water?
How's the TikTok looking?
That's looking all right.
I bet. Any comments or any
Let me see,
anything
man.
special?
Nah, it ain't that busy right now though. We need y'all to come on. Oh, here we come. We got them
Hey,
coming.
yo, here we come is what Kim just said.
Yeah, my bad.
Kim's the
Shout out y'all joining.
the AO God.
Word in most cases.
Uncle
I'm saying?
Pause. Uncle
Yeah,
Pause.
there it
Uncle
is.
Pause
Just-
is
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, nah, it ain't
Alright,
Uncle
so-
Pause. I calls him though.
So
Okay.
make sure you guys like.
A rant.
If you guys are liking this, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tune in. This is what we do. We got a lot of things coming.
Word.
We got a lot of things that are already here. So just make sure you guys are here as well. Kick back, chill with us. There's not going to be another place where you get the best laughs, the hottest takes, and everything different. All right,
let's go.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Well, let's go into some recent headlines. So, the New York Giants, hired John Harbaugh.
Absolutely.
How do we feel about that?
Saw that coming.
Go ahead.
But it was immediate. Like they had.
I didn't think it was going to be that
night. They were just like, let's do it.
I figured they were going to go out for him. Wasn't sure if they were going to get him, but I was shocked that it happened within the same night. I was like, fuck, good for them. I guess.
When you're the Giants, if you see something that works, you gotta
get it, or else it's gone.
Because he had mad interviews scheduled after.
Hell
that.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'll get into the X and his nose of it more than, you know what I mean? Like, listen, man. So what I think more, if Todd Monken is coming with him, you know what I mean? That's going to be great for what I believe what Jackson Dart is and Malik Neighbors and what they're trying to build out there, right? So at the end of the day, I think that it's a good grab, but we also got to think about so listen, man. We got some of the greatest years out of Lamar Jackson with Todd Monken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? 70 touchdowns. You know what I mean? 11
Offense was very
interceptions.
smooth.
You know what I mean? 8 interceptions, 6, something like that. Something real crazy, right? Everything that everybody thought that he couldn't do, he did under Todd Monken, right? But what we also know is that Jim Harbaugh, man, I don't even know how he was fired. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Not like that, but like the relationship. We already know how Lamar said what he said in the press conference. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't know if he's going to be able to connect to, you know what I mean, like the people, you know what I'm saying, the way that he needs to. But I don't know. I know that he's highly touted. He was there for 18 years, got a Super Bowl, and it's always been about defense.
A hard-earned
you know what I mean?
Too.
Yeah, and it's always about defense, no matter how good they have been in the past, right? So at the end of the day, the Super Bowls that they got under his watch, it's been great defensive teams. You know what I'm saying? So with the Giants, they got a little bit of that growing right now.
Course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is where the defensive goes. But man, I don't really, care about the name too much.
I'm just gonna say this. I think I'm gonna start this off by saying I think it's a perfect fit. Now here's why I think so. So listen, did the end of his run with the Ravens, stink?
Yeah.
It definitely stunk. So I think if he was going to go to any team, he needed to go to a team that he could be motivated again with. Because I think what it came down to, for whatever reason in Baltimore, he just wasn't motivated this year. I mean, when Lamar got hurt and everything, you saw that.
Everybody took a risk.
They were the worst team. They were the worst team in the league. They were putting up the worst defensive numbers in the whole league. Was during that stretch of time that Lamar was out.
Right.
Lamar comes back, everyone gets motivated. They almost make the playoffs, whatever.
That's basically what I'm saying.
So with the Giants now, you have, and it's not just regular players, right? Let's look at the three-headed beast on that New York Giants offense. Jackson Dart, Cam Scattaboo, and Malik Neighbors. All them guys are high energy. Like, that is going to be a good, solid trio of guys that can energize the whole team and get them around that. And now you're bringing in, Harbaugh, who's at the end of the day, he's a fantastic leader. He's a leader of men. That's why he was there for as long as he was.
Right.
Leader of men.
I think it's just all a perfect fit. They got all high draft picks across all their rounds, this year. They have a defense that was already working. Like the defense that had them in some games last year as well. I like it. I think it's a perfect fit.
Okay.
And if you think about it, what you said about the pairing of Monken and Harbaugh is that at the end of the day, they let Lamar be who Lamar was. So they're going to let Jackson Dart be who Jackson Dart is.
And to confirm, he was hired with him. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
So
he was hired
with Jackson Dart, I think Jackson Dart didn't go through what Lamar went through with all the haters and the naysayers.
No, he didn't have the hate. He actually had
but they're kind of similar
love,
players where you you have to let Dart. It's like Cam Newton, like those type of players. You have to let them be like players that can run a little bit, that they're athletic, they can also throw their ass
have
off.
a personality.
You got to kind of let them be them and form who they're going to be. And Harbaugh is a perfect coach for that.
Yeah, formulate the energy towards the plan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Formulate their energy toward the plan.
Not
not hold their energy
it's worked
back.
for Bo Nix.
You formulate it towards the plan. plan though.
And it's worked for Bo Nix, and that's why I think the Broncos got lucky because if it was another quarterback for Sean Payton, where Sean Payton is just putting you in structure and making you who he wants you to be, that wouldn't work for someone like Jackson.
Yeah, but you already know
or Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but like they have to become their own guys. That's who they are.
Yes, or not necessarily are they. Well, listen, these are unique players that coaching has to be matched towards that player's style, right? And the coach has to be smart enough to be able to do that. More than that, it's their offensive coordinators because a lot of what you described just now, with the team not playing with Harbaugh coaching and Lamar being out, but playing when Lamar is in and Harbaugh is coaching.
Told me a lot about Lamar this year.
You know what I mean? That he's a leader of men.
It was a bad year for Baltimore, but like Lamar doing what he did this year, trying to play through the injury. When
he's a leader of men.
In the past, Lamar wouldn't.
For sure,
Lamar would not have played through those injuries.
I think this year showed you a lot about everyone on that team.
Yeah, Derrick Henry still has it. I mean, like he was still putting out monstrous games here and there. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think it was a good split.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So let's move into the Ja Morant saga. Trade saga. How do we feel about all that? It's kind of like what we did with Trae Young. We felt like Trae Young was going to get traded soon. We kind of talked about good destinations and stuff like that. Let's do that with Ja Morant. How do you feel about everything going on and where do you think he's going?
Man, outside of like the bullshit they would get into, you gotta team him up with Ant, bro.
So that's a medium low. That's a medium low, like mock scenario for him to be teamed up with Ant.
Do I think it's gonna happen? Slim chance, but do I like it if he were to? Yes.
Right.
Especially because I feel like I feel like Ant super.
He wilding.
Who you call him? Yeah. I feel like super young guy who has been in the media for some questionable things, but on the court just does what he has to do and is all-time talent. I think Ant could rub some of that off onto Ja for his personality standpoint on the court and shit.
Okay.
And then, feel like right now, Ja's probably at his lowest value ever as far as trade for the league.
Okay.
And so I feel like you wouldn't have to give up much.
Yeah. Right. So you said something a while ago, but go ahead. Let me let you go, bro. You said something a while ago that's kind of in the same vein of like the Milwaukee. Toronto is like literally one of those theoretical.
They have so many guys like they can move.
That like can really happen. Like, you know what I mean?
So many guys on big contracts.
Yeah, Toronto, Milwaukee. Mike, you know what I'm saying? He himself, though, like what Tom was saying earlier, wants to kind of go to Miami. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the player preference. Like, that's what he wants. But at the end of the day, man, I think you highlighted the best part of it is that kind of this is the lowest value that he would have. You know what I'm saying? But he gets to run that back up.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot different scenario with Trae and Ja because it's like Trae, he's been in the league long enough to where we kind of we know what his best is and we kind of know him regular. Whereas with Ja, we kind of saw him get up there to a ridiculous level, but then obviously the injuries.
They were one draft apart. Fuck that. They both been in the league long enough.
Well, but Trae's been on the court longer. I feel like.
Yeah, but Ja at his peak was 28-9, and led them to a 2 seed back-to-back years.
During that time,
we know what his peak is, or at least
I still feel like he could be better than that even. Because I felt like he was on this trajectory. Obviously, like he was going. I mean, all the sponsorships, everything. He was going sky high, and then he
was going to be one of the next faces of the league.
Yeah,
until he just did some things that weren't favorable.
And then some things that took him off the court.
And then obviously injuries.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm high on Ja Morant. I think I always will be. I think his style of play is just perfect.
And he also has a likable personality. Realistically, he's just a person, bro. Like he's just a dude, and he's just being a dude when he's out there. It's just not favorable
his
sometimes.
Perfect fit is Miami because even though Miami is fun and the nightclubs and all that, which is sure, like do that, but he'll also be in a structure where it's like we're not going to tolerate. I
feel like Spoelstra would be good for him. I don't know if Pat would fuck with him. Man.
Well, but hey, it don't have. I mean, if it produces, it don't. You feel what I mean? It don't have to be the best relationship.
True.
As long as he's locked in with Spoelstra, and that's what I'm saying. He would fit that offense like a glove too. They're fast. He could play fast because I think that's the issue is the Grizzlies keep trying to put him in this like really super intense focused pass, like the pass-heavy offense that they're trying to run out there in Memphis, where he's just a player that he's quick. He likes to make his plays quick and fast, catch the defense, while they're trying to set their feet. He's that type of player, and that's the type of team that the Miami Heat are right now. And if they throw him in and take Tyler Hero out, because Tyler Hero has not fucking worked out for them this year, I think
came back off of a tough injury.
Yeah, of course. And I think it just works. I think it would work. They have a lot of young players in there. They don't have to give up a lot for him either. So they would be maintaining all their young core. They would still have Bam. They would still have Norman Powell was playing his ass off, and then John Morant would come in, and you're adding. I wouldn't go as far as what he was doing in the past, but I think he could at least give them like 24 and 8, 20.
Realistically, with his value being low, I don't even know if you need to give up a Tyler Hero, bro. I'm gonna be real. You might not even need to.
Do you want to pair those two at that point?
Oh yeah, the defense in your backcourt is gonna be fucking cooked.
And like the money would work out, like moving those two contracts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's what I got. What about you, Cam? How do you feel about it? Where do you think he would go? What's his best fit?
I kind of said mine. I said it already. I was saying it while we was going. Like that's it. I think Miami.
You were saying Miami.
Yeah, I was saying Miami is probably that's what I said. So I think that's the highest entrance.
I'd be so mad if he ends up on like the Kings or something.
And like
that's his. What do the Kings even have to give up?
Yeah, like I think the real players in it is East Coast teams aside from
John Morant on the East. That's cool.
Aside from Minnesota.
Yeah,
like that.
And I would also love the fit in Minnesota because I think him and Ant would just they would just lock in.
Fuck it, yo. The Spurs love their point guards. Let's add a fourth in.
Yeah, because like no one's gonna have to get because like it's moved to the point where like both of them want nothing to do with each other. Almost, it's not like one person wants to stay in the relationship and the other doesn't. Like when both don't want anything to do with each other, that diminishes like any trade value.
You know what though? You said something about the Spurs and point guards, right? Hey, what's up? Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest, right? So I'm tripping a little bit, right? He cut his hair and he still was doing the same shit, right? He went down to the baldy. And listen, y'all know that I've been giving Wemby.
I was talking about Fox at first. Bro, Fox came in with the crazy.
I love Wemby. He has such a personality.
Yeah, man. But he went to
Monk Wemby.
He seems like he's going backwards for me a little bit right now, y'all. Like I'm being honest.
His stats haven't.
Yeah, like I know that he's coming off of the bench, and not even just the stats, just even in the style of play, right? You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Like he's literally mimicking guards. You understand what I'm saying? When he's actually a big man, that kind of just hit me as you was talking, right? Because
when he goes inside, you see what happens. Yeah, he's hitting the knees and goes down.
But not even. I'm talking about even how he plays, right? Like so,
he does a lot of pull-ups.
Yeah, like
a lot of dribble, tween,
all of his form and everything, even how he gathers into a lot of his shooting.
He's coming off the screens at the three rather than,
and that's why I think I made the take I made last year that I said I love the De'Aaron Fox edition because De'Aaron Fox keeps him from doing all that shit. But now it's kind of like,
no, they're still doing that.
There's three guards and he's still doing it.
It's some kind of issue that's bothering me because all I could think about is like just basketball and how So I'm taller than y'all, so I always was taller than everybody. Like until I got to the tall people, right?
Yeah.
So my point is that when I was playing basketball when I was younger, right, all they taught you being taller was go down in the box, right? Stand, catch the ball, turn.
Do some
moves,
what I mean?
Yeah. You don't even have to do moves if they're smaller than you. He's 7'5". You understand? You don't even have to do no moves. You can literally catch, turn, and shoot it. Like, you understand? It's not like that, but you don't have to really do moves. And it's kind of weird. And just hearing you say that about all those guards, and it's like he's literally trying to play like a guard and most times too. Like even when he plays against like a big dude, so it's kind of funny.
And that's what I think it's just like
I don't like it either.
Not at all. I was liking a little bit more of him. Like
last year, he was playing like a guard, but he would do all his shit in the post. Yeah, he would go out and hit a three.
Yes,
but he would do all his shit in the post.
Yes, in the perimeter area.
Yeah, but the beginning of this season, it felt like Wemby was really gonna.
Before that first injury he got, motherfucker was about to be on a generational run. It looked like,
and I think he'll get back there.
Yeah, but finding out that Dylan Harper is as good as he is too, I think that without a question,
Dylan Harper,
you know what I mean? Like those guys got to play. You know what I mean? Castle was playing crazy, but it's just weird seeing him try to play like them and not like a big dude.
Well, the next step for the Spurs is they got to figure out who the odd man out is.
Yeah,
I think once they figure out the odd man out, trade that guy and get like probably like a wing or something that could play in the middle of the floor.
Say 4, get a good 4.
Yeah, I think it'll balance everything out and they'll have more.
Shit, realistically, this might just be me being a guy of youth. Like I love young players and shit. Man, give one more year of after this year, one more year of Castle and Harper.
That's gonna be such a duo.
And then, bro, get somebody for Fox.
Yeah, I would just trade Fox for like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, I think
Vassell
is. I think of
Harper's
Vassell
so hard, boy.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, you have to have because like I think like Castle and Harper just their combined IQ and the way that they can make buckets, but also
the way they just run the floor together too. It's crazy.
And Wemby's perfect because it's just like everyone could just run the floor and it's constant lobs or like passing it around.
I think Devin Vassell is a perfect plug and play 3 type of guy. He's a little small, but
and he's been willing to play the bench. Same with Keldon Johnson, and if they're willing to do that, all you need is a 3 or a really good 3.
But that's what it takes to win, and that's why Wemby has to like play big man. Like he has that shit in him, you know, because even when they've been like beating this OKC earlier, it wasn't really based off of him doing all of the dribbling. He was just filling the space. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So like now it's just like in that space, you know what I mean? He's like trying to play like a guard more than he's trying to play like a big man.
Son gets a Rams jersey and thinks he's gonna ram somebody. I don't like that. Son thinks he's real badass with that Sam Darnold.
Yo, all right, Sam
I know.
Darnold? Sam Darnold?
No, I know.
Aaron.
Oh man, yo, you see that dude, Aaron Donald on fucking social media?
What's he doing,
bro? He's just stealing some fantastic ass.
That shit. He's gonna be like that till like God, he's older. He's just that type of workout guy.
Yeah,
he be in the gym 24/7.
I'm telling you, Aaron Donald is just such a flex.
He makes big guys look small. It's
crazy. He came to the NFL, was just casually, I'm telling you, casually one of the best defensive players to ever do it. Casually.
Yeah.
Like there was no pizzazz or spectacular or anything about it until he went on that fucking run. That's why I had to get the jersey. That run was, I know like everyone talks about the Matt Stafford trade and everything, but
they triple team that boy.
He's
Aaron, in the like,
and he still dominated them, pointed to his fucking finger, give me that fucking ring, like,
bro.
And then just retired when he wanted to.
Wasn't because he was getting old, like too old to do the game anymore.
No, he just said I might as well just.
He was good off of that.
So much money,
bro. He's one of the greatest, man.
Definitely different. Like that's like
for sure.
Yeah, one of the. It has to be one of.
Has he ever been in one of ours?
I don't think so, but now he is.
Yeah, fuck it.
Aaron Donald, different. All right, so cool. So moving on, Giannis was crying on the bench. I only want to take like a minute to talk about this because
was he even crying? Look like he was wiping sweat off his forehead.
Everyone
and
said that
eyes.
He was crying, and he said to the media he was frustrated, and
he took the towel away from his face, and he didn't look like he was crying to me. I thought that shit was stupid as hell.
Word. Thank you, bro.
Like, I thought that shit was dumb as shit.
Yeah, I think that situation's silly though.
Yeah,
Milwaukee and Giannis, because it's just like.
And what's sucky is
it feels like they want to separate so bad, but like they also fucking realize that it's really going to be hard to offload fucking Giannis like that mid-season, so they're kind of stuck together.
I feel like, to me, it's just like they're going to go out at the trade deadline and get another guy, like a Dame type of deal, to try to put somebody next to Giannis, and it's just going to blow up in their face again because they're going to give up guys that they're going to need in the future when he leaves.
And that's what I'm saying is what sucks though is they don't even have the assets for something
No, they don't. People keep putting Kuzma as a star guy in a trade. Kuzma and Portis, and I'm
Rollins, like... And like, honestly, like, shout out to Ryan Rollins. He's having a great year, but you really don't know what he is until Giannis is off the team because he's struggled mightily when Giannis is on the court. Thrives when Giannis is off the court. So you don't even know what you could fit him with or anything yet.
And then when you're star lining your trade with Bobby Portis or Kuzma, who are you
and Bobby Portis
and they just paid
fucking step this year.
Like, and they paid him too.
Yeah, they just paid him and everything. So I don't know. I just don't see a path where they can't trade Giannis. They have to trade Giannis by the deadline. Or else like it's just another wasted, miserable year.
It's just gonna be miserable, yeah. And it's like the only way I see something formulating is if the Heat really want to get aggressive about it, they could. If the Thunder or the Spurs wanted to get aggressive about it, they could. But I think it comes down to if the Knicks are actually.
But the thing is, too, what the fuck is a Giannis package, man?
Well, and I think the Knicks would be like one of the only teams that could actually fucking.
Well, yeah, you throw Cat and like.
Yeah, whether you give up
somebody off the bench.
And what I hate is it has to be OG or Bridges, and I hate that, man. I love them both so much, but it would have to happen. To get Giannis.
I don't think so.
Or not. I don't know, but we'll see if it even fucking formulates.
What's the pick situation look like with New York?
I mean, they have their picks, but
I say you do Cat 2 firsts, and
I don't think they got all that.
They don't got 2 firsts?
Oh, no.
I don't know.
2 first swaps?
So like they
might not be able to trade
swaps, and then we'd probably have to include
Kolek and McBride. Kolek and
yeah.
McBride probably.
Yeah, Kolek can go, man.
Word.
He looks
Damn.
good. He looks good. He looks all right. But
Some said he could go.
I
don't want him.
Man. I'm not with it.
And
Sorry.
fucking throwing Ubaselli because he's been shit this year.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, but I think he's a.
I think he'll come around.
Who? Kolek
Ubaselli.
or Ubaselli?
I like Kolek as one of those energy guys.
I like Kolek as well.
Yeah, one of those energy guys.
He needs to get like an asshole cut. He needs to get like a fade.
He's
let the long hair go.
He needs to get a fuckboy cut?
Yeah, he needs that and a couple of tattoos and some accessories. Man.
Yeah, he needs to get his VC up.
He just looks like a 2K generic character that like
well, that's what Austin
accidentally...
Reeves looked like for years until he got like the headband and the sleeve. Like bro,
you know
like
how
I
in
was,
2K,
or the leg sleeve.
Like 2K, you play a few like franchises with dedicated draft class, and sometimes them no names accidentally slip through the cracks and end up good.
That's funny.
That's Kolek and it. Like,
oh yeah, I was playing. Yeah. I went back like the Kobe era in 2K recently, and bro, the draft classes that 2K makes only got a certain amount of the players, the real players still, because they don't have the rights to everybody. And so, bro, there would be a random Joe Schmo of like Todd fucking Johnson randomly goes 4th overall. Like you would think the generic guys would be like, all right, we ran out of guys, put them towards the end, like the 40th, 50th guys. No, it'll be Todd Johnson, looks like the dumbest created character ever, and he randomly is like 6'8", 240, LeBron, and I'm just like, what the hell happened? And randomly in 2007, he's running my league for no reason, and I'm like, what the hell?
And that's who Tyler Kolek is.
Bro, I remember
bro just slipped through the cracks.
Bro, the generic player thing in the real NBA is funny too, because I remember the year that Brandon Ingram went from like skinny, no tats, nothing crazy with his hair, to fully tatted up, braids, headband, and then he became nice.
And it made him nice,
bro. That 1 year between no tattoos and tattoos for NBA players would be crazy stark difference.
Bro, yeah, like Clarkson,
Lonzo, LaMelo, bro, all these guys, man, should be funny.
That, when they actually spend their VC, like
they activate.
Yeah, bro. Oh man, no, that was some good shit. All right, so who would let's switch back over to the NFL. Who would be on your guys' NFL Mount Rushmore? Now I ask this because it'd be interesting because one, the NFL's history is so rich.
Yes,
we have a lot of modern day goats.
Yes,
we have a lot of back in the day goats.
Yes,
and it depends. Now I'm gonna say this: when we do our Mount Rushmores, it's up to the person making the Mount Rushmore what actually goes into it. I truly believe with these segments, there should never be one strict definition of a Mount Rushmore. I think it's whoever,
it's up to interpretation.
It could be your 4 best players of all time. Absolutely. It could be who set the foundation. It could be modern day or who made the sport popular.
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay, I'll kick it off just because you turned
That's always the kickoff.
You turned and looked at me,
bro. I'm so used to just start us off.
I'm his right hand, but this is. I don't do what his right hand do though. Anyway.
Come on.
Kevin's fed up.
No, that was funny.
So my definition of Mount Rushmore. So if I think to actual Mount Rushmore, Washington, one of our founding fathers, Jefferson did the fucking Louisiana Purchase, so he expanded our country.
Yeah.
Roosevelt did the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
Made it so trade would be possible with South America. And then trade and travel and just in general.
Matt put a lot of thought into this.
And then you got Abe, who fucking brought the Union together. So it's just bringing the country together and making it what it is. So I took this as more of laid the groundwork, laid the framework for me. And given I'm not going back to early football. I'm the
groundwork for you.
For me.
For you.
Exactly. Because so I like basketball, I know shit from like 60s and shit. Football, I don't know shit from the 40s. It's just there's an older, it goes farther back. I just don't know shit from back then. I'm not a historian like that for
bro,
football.
Being a baseball fan, I can see why it's hard because that shit goes into the 1800s where dudes are just putting up unreasonable ass stats.
So I
just want like what changed from back in the day to today because them motherfuckers back then playing baseball, they Their motherfuckers was playing every single day, every single fucking inning. There's pitchers playing literally from the start to the end. Every single game,
But they also weren't throwing 100 mile an hour fastballs out there.
That's fair.
They're throwing like 60s.
Matt just answers that question.
No, I don't want to shut you
down. Matt gives the answer. We move
I don't want to shut you down like that, but I was like, the motherfuckers were throwing like
that's like
softballs out there. But so I want to just these are guys who define their position more or less for me. So Brady is my GOAT. He's not on this list. He did not define a position. He took over the position that was already defined. So mine, in my opinion, so I got Jerry Rice on there.
Okay.
Part of a crazy run.
He should be on everybody's.
I feel like he should. He's arguably the GOAT to a lot of people. He's ridiculous. Next I got LT, Lawrence Taylor. I feel like he just, for what he did, can't say anything else. Got Joe Montana. Feel like he was the Brady before Brady.
He was the 100%.
Standard. He was the standard. If you wanted to be somebody, it would be him.
Okay.
And then I got Walter Payton.
Okay.
I just feel like for the position, he did.
That.
Yeah, he solidified it for what it is.
That's smooth.
So those are guys who laid the groundwork, the framework for me.
I like that. What you got, Cam? I'll let you go next.
No, I would like you to go if you don't. Mind.
No, I'm just kidding.
He said
keep going
nah.
Nah, all right. So I mean, what's cool is we have two.
Okay.
We align with two.
Well, I figured Jerry Rice is on.
Yeah,
a lot
so
of people's.
Jerry Rice is on mine. I mean, like. When you look at wide receivers before him and wide receivers after, it seems like there was a shift after a lot of young lads watched. I keep almost saying Jerry Jones, bro. Ever since we said Jerry Jones, bro, I keep almost saying Jerry Jones here. Like, damn, imagine Jerry Jones on that field. No.
Jerry Jones is on his Mount Rushmore, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, yeah, Jerry Jones, man. No,
why you look up like he's dead? R.I.P. Jerry Jones, man.
R.I.P. Shawn Michaels. R.I.P. Jerry Jones. No.
Wow.
But yeah, no. Jerry Rice, I feel like he had a lot of kids wanting to be a fucking wide receiver.
Fuck yeah.
Because he's just the GOAT. I mean, the stats that he put up, it's going to be hard. Even with the extra game added to the season, they're going to be hard to beat. Because we're talking about what, in like 19, and this is rough, but 19 seasons, 23,000 yards or something like that. Like, that's absolutely insane. You know what you have to do to like achieve that? That's 1,000+ yards every single season.
Yeah.
Or like a couple of, or not even a couple. You have to put together a bunch of really crazy seasons, which you don't see that today with modern day fucking wide receivers. A lot of people fall off quick. The second one is Lawrence Taylor. The reason why I say this is because one, I have to have a defensive player on there, and I do happen to have two. But you want to have a defensive player on here because defense is football. Defense wins championships.
Yeah, 100%.
And Lawrence Taylor, was a guy that, if you ask people who the best defender is of all time, he's going to come up on a lot of people's answers. More than anybody else.
I feel like he's got to be your number one go-to when you think of defense.
And he headlined to WrestleMania. I mean, come on, insane.
And Sin got to interview him. Shout out Sin.
Now, the next person is Deion Sanders. So the reason why I put Deion Sanders in there is because he was like one of the first big personality, NFL players that like kind of like told people it's okay to show your personality while you're playing, making millions and doing what you love. And he was also really good. Yeah. And he played baseball as well. Like he was probably the most iconic player to ever play the game of football. And I think that he laid the foundation for a lot of, people after him being able to, show their personalities.
Shout out Shador.
Do a lot of things that people tell you that you can't do.
100%.
He's kind of like the Allen Iverson of football almost. And AI would probably end up on a lot of people's Mount Rushmores for NBA for the same reasons of what he innovated and what he brought to the sport. And the last one's Tom Brady. I know you said,
100%. I get
he's
why.
the GOAT. I mean, I feel like on every Mount Rushmore for me, like I have to put the GOAT of whatever subject we're talking about. I feel like they have to be on the Mount Rushmore. So for now, like in WWE, I personally think John Cena is now WWE's GOAT. So before he wouldn't have been on my Mount Rushmore, now he would take that spot. Just because he's
that's your
exactly
that's what
that's what Mount Rushmore. I feel like for me, you have to have the GOAT. You have to have a couple people that lay down the foundation, and you have to have that other guy, like that personality guy, because that's a huge.
I like that.
That's a huge part of sports. Is that personality, media aspect
culture
of it?
Yeah, man. I hear you guys, man. I appreciate you guys giving a shout out to guys that, if it wasn't for a GOAT list, you'd be shitting on them for whatever their era did because it was something that you didn't watch. So I appreciate that at this moment you guys try to, big up the foundation. So what I'm going to do going forward is make sure that I hold your motherfucking feet to the fire for the same way that you put these people up to greatness.
Okay.
Dead ass serious.
Okay. That's cool.
So what I'm gonna go with.
I'll be shitting on football back like the old football,
Yes.
like I do the old basketball.
Yes.
Old football was.
Because I love y'all, my boys.
Old football
Listen,
was
y'all
different.
actually literally surprised me. You understand what I'm saying? Being completely honest. That's why I made sure that I said that very level and very because y'all surprised me with the dopeness. And those were very authentic and some of because listen, I actually put mine in tiers. So now I'm just gonna jump a different way because you guys actually touched like those not for casuals and people need to check out even if they don't. If you're just learning sports, you should check out everybody that they mentioned. And if you are watching sports and don't know who they are, you should still see it. I'm gonna just add to what the loveliness that my brothers just laid down. I'm gonna go with a running back, right? Barry Sanders.
Yeah, I wanted to.
He was like I was debating between him and Deion.
So listen, Deion's great. I love the story that you laid down behind. Yeah, that was a great painting. That was Picasso-ish, right? But when you think about Barry Sanders, right? You think about efficiency without blocking, right? You understand what I'm saying? The jump cuts, the jab steps, the spins, the different things that you see a lot of backs utilize today when we're talking about laying the foundation was totally, and listen, very decisive in the moment. You understand what I'm saying?
He could pick his pockets, he could pick his battles. It was crazy, bro.
And a lot of times not having a lot around him to help him succeed, he was kind of making that success.
Absolutely. So listen, man, you guys highlighted a great defensive stalwart, man, but I'm going to go to somebody who kind of came after him who was crazy. And in his heyday, people would call him Killer Ray, right? We're going with Ray Lewis, man.
Killer Ray, literally.
Without a question.
Right. He was innocent.
You understand what I'm saying? Defensive orchestrator, you know what I mean? Playoff performances, we know was legendary.
And he ended off his career on the fucking crazy note.
Ray
Lewis is like the example of like locker room guy. That's the first guy I always think of.
Without a question. And put pain, put pain on boys, man. Like
I would never want to get hit by him.
Like without a question. Now listen,
take your head off.
Listen, man, I'm going with another defensive guy. I can't lie. I got to go with another defensive guy because even as I was a kid and this guy was on the East Coast who y'all named so lovely and so eloquently, man. Listen, man, fucking Lawrence Taylor, if you ever seen that dude, man, even with the stories of how he used to smoke crack, you understand what I'm saying? Like before games and shit like that. I got a fabulous story of when I used to work in Atlantic City and I got played from a dude who made me think he was LT, like an impersonator. I gave him a table, got a fake autograph and all of that. It was crazy, bro. Yes, it was wow.
You still got that?
No, heck no. That's in Atlantic City with the rest of those bad
just for a story, having that would be
those
funny.
Bad memories, man, crazy. But yeah, listen, Ronnie
when we're up,
Lott.
we'll get the real thing.
Yes, Ronnie Lott. Okay, San Francisco 49er. We talked about Jerry Rice, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man, this dude. What I can say, the physicality, the cerebralness, like you understand from the line.
I like that.
Listen, from the linebacker position that was mad violent.
He was a big staple of that 49ers defense.
And a part of the reason why you can't lead with your head and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like intent, it was just like how he flew through the air.
And that's why I'll always have like an appreciation for.
And positionless before it was even smart. He's like that, you know what I mean? Like that guy. You know what I mean?
Now that I've dug a little bit deeper into my football lore, I actually do have an appreciation for the 49ers and Cowboys because I know they haven't won Super Bowls in a while.
What?
But them 90s fucking battles that those two teams had.
What are you talking about?
Like, my God, bro, so fucking intense. And a lot of it had to do with like Ronnie Lott.
You
know, Deion, a couple players that I'm fucking forgetting, bro. But like yeah, like it was really muddy ass battles, both like literally muddy too. Like
yeah, man. And then listen, man, y'all both put Tom in there, so I gotta
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did? Oh,
you did.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, so listen, man. You know what I mean? That's my guy, man. Listen, cause real quick, man, cold-blooded and shit like that before, and listen, man. We're talking about before advanced analytics existed.
Yeah, because quarterback wasn't really a position. Like, I mean, you had your Dan
we're talking about
Marinos
clutch.
and shit
I'm
like
talking
that.
about you know what I mean? Like clutch, you know what I mean? Before real advanced metrics. Like, you know what I mean? No heavy 3 and outs. You understand what I'm saying? And things like that perform the best. You know what I mean?
I like that he's on.
In those times. But listen, I can't argue with Tom. Like, we got a whole bunch that would, you know what I mean? I got sub. Like I said, I had
Joe
tiers.
Montana really did lay the foundation for the quarterback.
Yes, and that's why I said before metrics. So he has to actually be on the Mount Rushmore.
Because it's like,
knowing,
you had Marino and you had Elway and shit, but like, there was no one like Joe.
No, man, Elway.
He was mad efficient. Like that West Coast offense, like
him and Jerry
Elway
Rice,
got like a 60 fucking touchdown to interception difference, man. But there was like 5 seasons where he had more interceptions than touchdowns. Man. It was only his last like 5 seasons.
He just was a gunslinger.
Yeah, it was only his last 5 or 6 seasons where he really had a difference between his interception to touchdown ratio.
So we're going to look real quick, a playoff wild card breakdown. We're going to go through every game real quick, give your thoughts. We'll keep moving. So the first game that we had, the Rams and the Panthers. My God, I know Matt was sitting there nervous.
Motherfucker, I was
all this shit
my predictions is going out the window.
Because one of Matt's preseason predictions was that like Bryce Young wasn't going to be shit. So
it wasn't just that.
Team,
it was the last 2 years I've been spewing Bryce Young ain't shit, but then I've also been spewing this season that the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. That would have just cooked everything for me.
A very valiant effort by the Panthers.
Very good.
You can't say when a team when they were what 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. My apologies. Whatever they were, it was a bad record. For them to do what they did and then almost knock off basically everyone's favorites because like the Eagles, we all said like, hey, they could go on a run if they get their shit together, but everyone was like Rams, though. Like
Eagles fan right here said, I'll be happy with they out in the first round.
And I didn't get what I wanted because of that. But, what do you guys think about this matchup real quick? I'm not going to give too much thoughts on the Panther side because I'm going to be talking about Bryce Young a little bit later in the show. But
For what?
The giving flowers.
Gotcha. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, I'll take over right away. Then it's light, easy, mad easy. Listen, it's kind of crazy that you're wearing an Aaron Donald jersey because it seems like the Los Angeles Rams defense did not show up at all. You understand what I'm saying? It made Bryce Young look like he was the Heisman Trophy winner. He was. You understand what I'm saying?
Playing like real Bryce talk. Young left the field with the fucking
I thought he did it despite me.
Listen, it's kind of crazy, man. And how fast he got rid of the ball. Like he was literally
he was letting it go
in the middle of the field of them. You understand? On every play, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of scary. I think Sean McVay and got a test coming up this week. You know what I mean? Well, in this next game, as I should say. But they got to play at 4-degree weather. Something we'll get into when we get there. We'll get there when we get there. But let's just stay there. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy for me. You know what I mean? They walked out of there by the
skin of the teeth.
Yes, sir.
And I'll say the only thing I'll say about this is like with the Rams and Matt Stafford. Like I liked what I saw from Matt Stafford right there because this was a trap.
That's
game,
him.
Bro.
That's him.
Yeah, this was a trap game, man. They're in Carolina. Carolina doesn't belong there. Like I knew that's why I made the take that I did last episode that it felt like I don't know, something felt funny, something fell off, and the Panthers came and they played their ass off, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, their offense, the offense wasn't bad by the Rams standpoint. It's just, their defense was just non-existent, which is just not like them, at least not this season. But shout out Bryce Young, man. I'm not. I can't. If he has a good game, I'm not gonna be like, nah, but he sucked. Like I can't Good for him. Proving me wrong. This whole season been proving me wrong.
This season he sat here and he had some really huge games. And when I saw Penix get like hurt the first, not when he had the season-ending injury, but when he got hurt the first time, I was like, because the Buccaneers they started getting really hurt. And I just started seeing it like, oh my God, there's actually a fucking there's a chance, and then it fucking happened
with the below 500 record.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Which is insane.
It's amazing. And to put up that fight is great.
Super valiant effort.
The Bears, another valiant effort that probably, probably wasn't needed because the Packers were as hurt and playing as bad as they were. The Bears come back and beat the Packers. I think they scored an insane amount of points.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Did you watch? They were down. It was basically it was the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the Bears they
lost the whole game.
The Bears they looked cooked.
Yes,
they looked cooked, and then it's like I told you. Remember when you messaged the chat about the Bears and how they looked? I said I don't know, man. They're a second half team, so and that's how it's been all year with the Chicago Bears. I can't. You don't get an honest evaluation of them in the first half.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
listen.
you don't.
So, but whoa, you do get an honest evaluation of them. You do get an honest. So let me ask you. You trust that? Do I trust
that to like win them games down the road?
No. Oh, okay.
No,
all right.
not.
Okay.
But what I was saying is like. When you watch
that's
the
my
Bears,
whole premise.
if they're not getting blown out after the first half, they're coming out a whole different fucking team.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like a game like next week's game against the Rams in 4-degree weather, we'll see, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But my only thing is like that was incredible, man.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, they were down. It was done.
Yeah.
They had no business coming back, and for them to pull that off.
Phenomenal.
But also hats off to Jordan Love and the Packers for even hanging 27 on them, and almost winning that game.
So listen, I only asked that question just from the body reaction that you gave. Now I just want to give my take. So the cool thing is that, like I also put in the chat, was cardiac Bears. I said cardiac Caleb is what I specifically said. Correct. Because what I have to say in all truth is that it looks like in those critical moments, he's actually way more accurate. He throws better on the run.
He plays better in those moments than he does regular Caleb.
It's kind of crazy.
He's kind of ass as regular.
It's kind of wild. I love the relationship with him and Ben Johnson. I think that, in the future, Caleb is going to be really, really good because he's actually also getting lessons from these moments. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, even through being bailed out through his athleticism, he's going to realize what he doesn't have to do, even though that won him that, that time. That'll be a back pocket thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of phenomenal to see this happening. But the Bears defense, man, they garbage. So it's going to be hard.
Garbage.
It's going to be hard. You know what I mean? Even though it's in we're going to get there. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard.
No, yeah, I just,
Garbage.
Given, I don't even remember what I said last week. I think I might have said Green Bay still, yeah, I did. But it was a phenomenal performance by Caleb.
Yeah, man.
And fucking Jordan Love still did his thing.
Yeah.
He still put up, I think, like 320, 3 something, 4 tutties. He did his thing, but it was a hell of a game. It was fun to see.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I loved what I've been seeing from Caleb, man. I mean, like, it was the biggest question about Caleb coming from college to the NFL is if he would adapt mature wise, like if he would be mature enough to handle the spotlight that he's going to have, because he in college he had many moments where he broke down and folded under that pressure, crying and doing like just breaking down and shit. But he's really hunkered down, man. Like he's really like doing his thing and leading by example and fucking like.
And the guys believe in him. That's really like, long as his teammates believe in him, he's going to continue to ascend.
And you see, and fuck Matt Eberflus. Whatever, like fuck that guy. Like, he just got fired by the Cowboys.
Yeah,
like,
again, he's out of
that's why
job in 2 years.
That's why like I want and Matt, this might seem like a shot at you. My apologies, but like we need to stop evaluating some of these quarterbacks based on when they get into the league and they're in somewhat of a shitty situation, whether it's coaching wise or not having weapons. Because these dudes are good. Like obviously, like they dominated college. It's just about what they come into.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the same argument I have with NBA players where everybody expects a rookie to do something. Yeah. I'm like, give them a couple of years.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I get
sometimes they come in and they can't find their footing.
I just didn't see the confidence in Bryce Young early on, and that's what it was.
Coaching matters, man.
Yeah, it does.
Coaching
100%,
matters.
100%.
You know what I mean? Cavellis, or how you pronounce his coach that he has down in Carolina, believes in him. You know what I mean? And know that there's a future like there with both of them. So at the end of the day, that instills something in itself. And then when he pulls from the hip with decisions that empowers Bryce Young to, you know what I mean, kind of be in control, it's pretty. And
that's why like Kyler Murray is kind of a really good example of that, because like when Kyler Murray has coaches that believes in him and his offense, he looks a lot better. And then when he has coaches
he's a lot better.
Like this year, for example, Gannon don't fuck with Kyler Murray like that. You see, like it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Cool. And then on the Packers, and I'm glad Matt LaFleur didn't get fired. I mean, a lot of people were calling for his head, but it's like, what did you really want?
No, your team was.
What do you want? Like, I get it. Like the Packers, like. Why are we, every time the Packers lose, it's like we want LaFleur to fucking get fired, but like when they go on a run like they did last year, it's like he don't get none of the flowers.
Yeah, I think specifically it was only because his contract was up and they're, you know what I mean, trying to figure.
I think his contract was up alongside them blowing the lead.
Yeah, it
was just it made the fans go crazy. But
and
no,
they had so many injuries. Like they weren't even supposed to. They were heavy underdogs in that game with the Bears.
And they were up away. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like they were up away.
Yeah.
Even though they were up away. So at the end of the day, but not at all. His offensive schemes and everything like that, and what
they work. Yeah,
like what are you talking about? They need to stop. They're not going to get better than Matt LaFleur out of the lottery.
They're not, bro.
Of coaches
They're not,
that are out there right now.
No, you have to build that, and that's what they're doing. Like they're building a team. Like next year, they're going to be a top fucking team in the league when everyone's healthy.
Absolutely.
All right, so 49ers, Eagles. I'll let one of you guys open this off.
Oh man.
Yo, Cam, let him have that.
I mean, yeah, you could have it. There's nothing to talk about. We already know where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, first off, shout out to the San Francisco 49ers grinding that one out.
Shout out my dog.
Like
talking about CMC all year.
R.I.P. George Kittle.
R.I.P.
Like that was a nasty injury. He's going to be out probably all next season. We don't know if he even comes back.
So that body part.
Where he's at in his career. CMC, he's absolutely lethal. Brock Purdy, he's like I said.
So was I tripping with the MVP thing?
No.
Okay.
I loved it when you said it because I was talking about CMC having an MVP type season at the beginning of the season.
Like I said, they're sneaky, and now they're gonna.
So I loved that.
They're gonna get the Seahawks, and Sam Darnold is fucking hurt. And then they'll get either the Rams or the Bears, and both of them teams are gonna beat the shit out of each other coming up. So it's not a bad path right now. On the Eagles end, it's it's ridiculous, dude. I mean, like I don't know, like. I get it, Sirianni and the Eagles have won a Super Bowl, but this was just another classic case of just like Sirianni is dog shit when it comes down to it. And the Eagles won their Super Bowl off of just talent that we had. And that's just all there was to it. Like this year's a prime example. Like week after week after week, like we get to see this dude Patullo fall on his face calling the offense week after week. Sirianni has, and this is such a tired take for me, but I feel like I have to keep saying it. Sirianni came up in the NFL as an offensive coordinator, a guy that just knows offense. He's an offensive guru. So I don't know why. After seeing the collapse that happened 2 years ago, it's like he didn't learn anything from it because he let the offensive coordinator all the way through. That year, and this year he lets Patullo all the way down to, you can see it on the final play of the game. The Eagles have to make one play to like try to score a touchdown or keep the game going. And you see Jalen Hurts and everyone over there listening to Patullo call the play. And everyone's just like, you can see AJ Brown shaking his head. Jalen Hurts is standing there like, why the fuck would we do that? We're like, whatever. And it's fucking 4 verticals. 4 fucking verticals, bro. Yeah. No, only like, bro.
Kim said.
4 verticals on that play. On that, no design, no nothing. Just straight up 4 verticals where Jalen Hurts has to throw into coverage no matter where he throws.
Yo, start having a 4 verticals count. How many times he said it?
4, bro. Because I couldn't believe the call. Because 4 verticals is one of the most obvious plays.
Yeah,
everyone's just running out.
Everyone's running straight to the
Why
end.
was that that's the season call? That's the call that the season depends on?
He had zero schemes lined up for a clutch play.
4th and 10. So it was the shell.
No creativity.
The defense that they were playing at that time was a shell. So what would have worked a lot better would have been like them bunches that they normally run to where though
a boot play, anything, man.
Yeah, like a bunch with a boot to where as though the wide receivers scatter out of the run.
Somewhere,
you know what I mean?
where people are running and you can get someone luckily.
Maybe a screenplay even.
No, but it was just 4 verticals.
4 verts.
Yeah.
And then
it was their regular play, like where the one guy just does the post after, you know what I mean? Like just cut it, and they was waiting for it.
Cuts up
they was literally waiting for it, bro.
And I'm gonna say some shit, and I just want you to let me get through my take because I know you might not agree with it on the whole Jalen Hurts thing, but it's like, for me, it's like, what the fuck do people want Jalen Hurts to do? I get call audibles, okay, that's one thing. But like when it comes to this, like he's throwing dots all game, and like, for example, AJ Brown is missing some of the easiest catches that
absolutely,
yes,
like agree.
And then he Smith missed one, Dotson missed a couple. Like Jalen Hurts, he did his job. It's just at the end, I would have respected some type of audible.
Jalen Hurts is a great game managing QB, but he's a pussy.
Yeah, so
and what I mean by he's a pussy,
maybe.
I don't know. What I mean by he's a pussy is he's afraid to call an audible.
So this is what Matt understands exactly what the problem. Like that's it. Exactly.
He's just a bitch.
I don't think
as far as mentality.
He yes man the offense.
Yes,
he yes man.
And I just don't think it's the biggest issue. It's an issue, but I don't think it's the biggest issue.
Because he'll do running plays. He'll do even undesigned runs like at moments. You know what I mean? But so he's not afraid to get hit, but he's afraid to, you know what I mean, literally pull the bull by the horns and like switch the plays up and
be like, yo, this ain't gonna fucking work.
And the thing that's obvious, you know what I mean, by what you saw.
And the thing that stinks with Jalen Hurts is he needs that like final step of his development of like, instead of being the team player, like who are you as Jalen Hurts? Like who are you really gonna be? Because once this Eagle system fades, like you're gonna have to be your own player. You're gonna have to
the live ended. Let's turn the live back on.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. But yeah, no, like Jalen Hurts, like who are you gonna be when like all this shit isn't around you? Because we know Jalen Hurts is like uber talented, like that's fucking obvious as hell. But it's like when you have an offensive coordinator, he literally has not. He's had one offensive coordinator in his whole career for more than one season.
Right.
He's had like when you go back to college, when you go back to everything.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts, man, that's why I hope the offensive, like now it just depends on hopefully like the offensive coordinator that comes in is like literally fucking Jesus. Like that's what it comes down to, sadly. And
Jesus walks.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with AJ Brown. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's ridiculous because like when it comes down to Jalen Hurts, you know, like a lot of people just forget like this is the dude that the Eagles built around. He was one of the first people there. Like this is the team they built around him because they trusted him. They trusted his ability. They trusted his leadership. If you guys would have seen, if you guys remember who Jalen Hurts was like 4+ years ago before he got to the Super Bowl and got his heart broken and everything, like he was this guy that like he was kind of an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a little cocky,
He was a cocky fuck.
He was erratic. Like he would throw interceptions. He wouldn't make the right play under pressure and everything. And he became that guy. He became what the team needed more than what Jalen Hurts needed to get the exposure that he needs. And for that, I mean, I fuck with that. That's franchise quarterback shit. Like when we look at all these dynasties and we look at all these greatest teams,
for this boy right
now. Like we look at all these greatest teams of all time. The guy that was the franchise guy never gets credit. You never see Troy Aikman get credit for any of fucking the Dallas Cowboys runs, but like when you look back at the interviews and you look back what happened, his leadership is a big reason why they took the step that they did. Like Steph Curry, he gets some fucking, you know, criticism. He doesn't get all the flowers that he deserves because he had so much around him and he had Kevin Durant.
A lot of people consider him the greatest point guard of all time.
Well, yeah,
he gets
but like,
he gets
it's
plenty
not unanimous
of
as it should be.
All right, I mean, I don't know if it should be
Duncan's
unanimous.
another example.
What?
There's a lot of question about Tim Duncan's legacy.
He just said he don't know it's as
he said it's not as unanimous as it should be, which I don't think it should be unanimous.
That he's the greatest point guard of all time. Just carry on.
Yeah. Carry on. I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll do that.
I don't know if it should be unanimous. I think he is, but I don't think he should be unanimous.
But instead of picking out that part of my whole argument,
no, you're good. My bad.
No, it's okay.
I got him going.
It's respectful. It's respectable. I get it. You guys got to keep me in check. But at the end of the day, man, like Jalen Hurts deserves a lot more love, and everything that he has to put up with media wise and all that. I mean, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Just keep doing your thing and just call some fucking audibles, man. That's literally
just grow some balls. Realistically,
like
that's not shade at you by me earlier saying you're a pussy.
Like, the four verticals thing, like I get it. Like people would hate on Jalen Hurts for that, but at the same time, like that went through Patullo and Sirianni sat there and approved of that play. Sirianni to say, "Oh, well, why the fuck would we call four verticals in that situation?" Being
what, are you a 7-year-old playing Madden?
Literally, like that's the play I would call when it's just like, fuck it, I need to fucking throw the ball, but that's not. You're trying to win the fucking football game or your season's over.
That's when I call when I got Chris Olave running down the field and he's the fastest dude on the fucking. Like, come on, like his speed's a 98.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Sirianni, like in those moments, he needs to be better. He needs to actually be a head coach in those moments and say, yo. You're not even going to be here if we lose this game. Get the fuck out of my way. This is what we're doing. And that doesn't happen. It doesn't. And that's why the Eagles won their first Super Bowl, is because they had to do that shit against Tom Brady, because like it was a fucking gun fest with fucking Nick Foles and Tom Brady. But that's because the Eagles had to get creative as shit. Like the Philly, like that play in fucking general. They had to pull that out of their ass. And that's what they needed now. And they didn't get it. They didn't get that one play.
Yeah.
So that was that for the Eagles. My fault.
You're fine.
We gotta run through these, man.
Yeah.
My boy told me to let him cook. So
my bad.
Of course,
he was like, "Hey,
my bad.
I want to finish this one."
So the Bills and the Jaguars, I don't have much to say besides, I'll give flowers to Josh Allen real quick. I posted on the Twitter page, I posted a meme of Josh Allen's solution to winning the
Both
Super
of
Bowl.
y'all said Jaguars last week, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm the only one who said Bills.
Yeah. But hey, we can talk about that. That was great. Like, because the speed through it, like, listen, that interception. So listen, that's
Trevor Lawrence don't got that dog in him.
Yeah, that rubber met the road. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what it was.
That one play that was needed. You understand what I'm saying? That one play to take us over the hump that we've never been over, right?
Well, they've been over the hump. But
but I'm talking about that play for the next round of the playoffs to actually win this game, to say that we, you know what I mean? Like, we're moving on.
I hear you,
so at the end of the day, man, they needed that. And he actually didn't show up in that. So this is what we actually laud.
Lights too bright.
Yeah, this is what we laud Josh for. We know that he's going to do that. We know that at the end, it's never going to be his fault why the Bills are losing. No. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
But
Trevor Lawrence, I don't know.
Fault that they lost.
And
he threw a pick right there, dead to the dude.
And I don't know. He's never going to have it. Trevor Lawrence is never going to have it better than he has it right now. No. He has a great head coach, great system around him.
Absolutely.
And you saw that he got comfortable at the end of the season. But that's why I did not want to say with certainty the Jaguars were going to win or the Bills, because it's like it comes down to who's going to show up at that last moment, Josh Allen or Trevor Lawrence, and Josh Allen.
And what I say with roster, with the roster matchup,
should be the Jags.
It should be the Jags.
That's why I said,
but it comes down to who makes the play.
Josh Allen has to play like the MVP everyone thinks he is, and he did.
Yes,
well, I mean, he has a lot more to go. Before I give him the full flowers.
Oh heck no, he played. He only had to do it for one game, and he did it in that game. He played like the MVP.
Well, I mean, the Broncos are not. They're not
not at all.
He's talking about just for this game.
Yeah, for that game. Yeah.
Anyone else have anything on that?
No.
I thought it was a great game.
Yeah, it was just Trevor Lawrence just doesn't have that dog in him. It's unfortunate.
The rubber met the road, bro.
The long blonde
not
hair.
Yet.
He got to cut off the long blonde hair.
No. Sunshine gonna be fine. Don't worry.
A marine fade.
What's you with these fucking marine fades, man?
I feel like everyone needs a fade. I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
All right, Chargers and Patriots. I mean, domination. I mean, the Patriots offense could have done better.
Given it wasn't
that defense.
Bro, defense, bro. Stafford got, 6? Or Stafford, fucking Herbert got hit 6 times,
bro,
I think.
That last time that Herbert got hit.
It
came off the field. He looked like he didn't want to be there,
bro. His elbow was cut the fuck off.
And his hands were just in his lap.
He was sitting like this.
Yeah.
They need to fix that.
I felt so bad, and I was hoping for the Patriots to win, and I still felt bad. I'm like, yo, he's getting hurt out there. They're not protecting him. But no, it's just, the defense is just too good for a team that couldn't do much.
And it was a good showing. I mean, it was 3-3 there for a little bit. I was kind of nervous. I was like, this is spooky. But they cleaned it up. They cleaned it up by the end. It's just a really well-run football team, I think the Patriots are. And we'll see how far that takes them.
Gonzalez is going to come back for this next game. It was just a little. He cleared concussion protocol, and he was. Oh my god!
They did all that without. Yeah.
When he was on the field though. He was locking them receivers up. Yeah. Every single one of them. He was getting switched around, and he was cooking everybody. And then guess what? When he went off the field, they just went into fucking zone and was just going crazy on him. It was something to see. Made me happy. Given I would like more offensive output, but.
Yeah,
fucking Drake May, whatever the fuck it is, Drake May.
Drake May.
Yeah. He still went up for I think 260 or 240 or something like that. It was just honestly,
it was just they just did what they needed to do.
Yeah,
and they got out of there. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't do what they needed to do, that would have been rough. But I mean, I don't know, man. Herbert, he could not breathe. He was just getting tossed around from one quarter.
Defense on his ass.
That was bad. All right, and then Texans Steelers. I mean, it was another game where the Texans just ran. I don't know, man, and we'll talk about next.
You wanted A-Rod to go, man, but
I said like that matchup. I said whoever goes from that matchup, I'm going to be going.
That defense was just too crazy.
That Texans defense, and that's what I'm saying. Like CJ Stroud is a great quarterback, so the fact that he got away with having a stinker, the way that they did, I think it's only up for them.
You still put up 30 points with him having a stinker.
Like 3 turnovers, but still had somewhat of a decent, respectable game. Outside of that.
And then the defense is just letting
Aaron Rodgers alive.
Do whatever because they're doing their job.
Do we think that's it for Aaron Rodgers?
He was, his little run I don't pretty much care. Like, not like that. No, I'm being for real. I mean, like, great question. You know what I'm saying? Like, great question for real, bro. But, Like, I really don't care. Like, because like
That's not what I thought he was gonna say.
Yeah, no, because what has to be put in place in order for it to work for Aaron Rodgers?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? It's kind of a little bit too much.
It needs to be perfect for him to come back.
Too much at this point.
The Steelers have been trying to survive on mid for way too fucking long.
Yeah, that's why Mike Tomlin even stepped away.
Yeah, like, the only situation that I would like Aaron Rodgers in from this point forward is I honestly would love to see him in Atlanta. If they can get off a Kirk Cousins contract and they need a quarterback until Penix comes back, I feel like Aaron Rodgers, they're good everywhere besides that quarterback position's been too all over the place.
Absolutely, I agree.
They have the running offensive line, they have the defense, they have the weapons that he could throw to. And then you just wait for Penix to get back. And if Aaron Rodgers is lighting it up with that team, you let Penix take the year off and come back the year after that.
I mean, that sounds good, but I don't know if that'll happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That sounds good.
I don't know. Do I think I think, go out on this night. Yeah, it was a bad game.
But it was a memorable run.
It was a good run. The last half of the season, it was a great run.
Up this season.
I can't believe that y'all was. I want to let you go, but tripping on Bashir and Will Anderson and acting like them boys.
I said Houston was going to win.
Yeah, who they was.
I said Houston was going to win.
That's all they do is eat quarterback.
Because as you saw, CJ Stroud a couple of times, like I don't even know. Like the Steelers, they just collapsed on themselves this game. But like that, they were smoking CJ Stroud at first. Like, see, they broke out towards the end, but they were cooking CJ Stroud. Like Aaron Rodgers had chances to make this a different game. It's just that Texans defense is.
Didn't give him the chance.
Yeah, my bad, buddy.
But I don't even remember what I was going to say. So you good?
No, you saying my bad.
Yeah, but nah. You got that. You got that. I'll handshake to
my bad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one.
But like I said whoever advanced, I truly believe.
You think you're going to the bowl, right?
Yeah. And that leads us right into looking at the Texans and the Patriots. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. May is going to be under pressure that he hasn't really fucking faced yet. And that's both playoffs and a fucking generational defense on his ass. I got the Texans here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. They're gonna be on his ass, and CJ Stroud can thread that fucking Patriots defense.
One thing I will say is I do love to see Drake May in the pocket. He can get shifted. He can run. He can he can scramble. And so I do like that when they try to get to him. But it's just, is he going to get anybody open? Is he going to have anybody open to get to? And this is just going to be a run show for him. So it scares me. Yeah, you got it
goes off.
Yes,
or you gotta hope that like
the run game really heats up.
You gotta hope that they secure the football because they still have a fumbling issue. Yeah, the Texans hit.
Ramondre Stevenson, man. I'm looking at you, brother. Ramondre, don't let go of the ball.
Drake, doing all right.
Don't let go of the. He's been doing real nice lately. The first half of the season scared me, but him and Henderson, they've been going half and half on that. Yeah, I like it.
They gotta slow the Texans down. They gotta pick them apart little by little. Keep the defense on the field and
I'm still going Pats just because I'm a homer, but this is our hardest challenge yet this year, and I wouldn't be shocked if it goes either way.
This is gonna be a fucking good one.
The defense on Houston is just.
I'll say thankfully it's in New England, and that was a fucking atmosphere.
That's the only thing that is in our favor is the cold right now. So
I'll let y'all do the takes, and I'll just do the picks. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
So I like Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Like hell yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so the next game is the Broncos and the Bills. I gotta go. I'm just gonna go with the Bills and Josh Allen because, like I said, if he plays like an MVP, he should beat all these teams. And the Broncos, they have a fantastic defense. They're gonna really go at Josh Allen hard.
It's a rematch, bro.
And it will be in Denver, but I don't think that gives them like the craziest advantage.
Altitude, brother.
When you play in Buffalo, but they already play in shitty weather in Buffalo.
Altitude and weather don't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, but he knows how to play in the cold, and he knows how to play in like
air.
crazy.
It's air.
I know. But he knows how to play in like extreme conditions. So I think he'll adjust to it.
Okay.
I got the Bills in a very close, low offensive game. I think it'll be low. Josh Allen's going to struggle in the beginning of the game. I think he figures it out in the end, just like he did with Jacksonville. And the Broncos offense, I don't know.
They don't move you?
They don't move me.
So
Bo Nix does not move me at all.
No, go ahead.
So I'll say I got Bills. I do think it's going to be a low-scoring game, like you said. I think Josh Allen is going to go for probably almost 100 on the ground.
Yeah.
He's going to be
His
moving
solution is literally to run through walls.
He's going to be running a lot.
Yeah.
I think
this is
I think
they're
they're going to have all the receivers like pretty handled. So I think they're gonna win.
And Keon Coleman.
It's gonna be like
a big plays too.
So Matt, you're saying you believe Denver's defense is gonna have
a lot of those receivers on lock for the first half.
All right, bet. Okay.
Until some adjustments are made, I think Josh is gonna be running a lot, but I do think it's gonna be like a 16-10
it's
type
gonna
game.
I think it's gonna be a big it's gonna be a big test for McDermott, man.
I don't y'all leaving out. I like a lot of what y'all saying. I was trying to just give the picks and let y'all.
You gotta stop going last.
But listen, no, because I wanted to
give the picks.
I wanted to just give the picks. I didn't want to give takes, but y'all saying all of the right stuff, but it's hard to believe how y'all are picking.
So
you know
we're saying the defense of the Broncos is gonna be so good, but we're still picking the Bills.
Knowing that the defense of the Broncos is what it is.
Because the real thing with the Bills is that they pick apart these defenses little.
Josh Allen does
James
Josh
Cook.
Allen stuff.
Yeah, like Josh
That's
Allen.
the thing. I haven't lost faith in what Josh Allen can do in clutch time.
Yeah.
The Bills know they don't have a better team than these teams that they're facing, so they're just gonna pick them apart little by little by little.
Yeah, but see, the Jags were a bit more inexperienced with their home debuts than the Broncos.
And the Broncos have Sean Payton. And
yes, you know what I mean. You know that they're prepared. You know that they're prepared.
This is gonna be a good. This game is gonna be a good one.
Denver's defense is actually really good. So
Sean Payton, he don't fold under anything. He's an asshole, bro. So he just
I love my boys, man. But listen, man, this is the time that I am actually going to take the home team.
I get it.
I don't know why.
I know why.
And I'm going. Listen, this is about to be 2 weeks in a row, and I'm going on the record. I know that I missed last week with picking the Jags over Buffalo. But it's something about Denver, and if they win, you know I'm there for you, West New York. We in New York. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, man, right now,
I want to jump through a table.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, I got to go with Denver.
All right.
Hell yeah. All right, so then we go to the NFC. This game has been made way more interesting than it needed to be. The 49ers and Seahawks. So Sam Darnold is hurt now. He got hurt on his off day. Don't know what Sam Darnold
get fired on your day off.
Yeah.
Come on, Craig.
Fred Warner's practice window open. I'm not sure what his status is going to be for this game.
I doubt he's going to be.
But, it's the 49ers. They're there. They're the little engine that could this year.
Let me go CMC. Let me go 49ers.
You go 49ers?
I just love that team, man, and I'm just so happy it's been happening for them. Because with all the injuries they've had this year, it shouldn't be.
It's been good.
It's been good, but given they're still beat the fuck up, they've still lost more guys.
Honestly, it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to Sam, bro. If Sam Darnold wants it, he can have it this year. It's all of this whole thing is just gonna depend on what fucking Sam Darnold we get. Are we gonna get the Jets asshole, or are we gonna get a dog Sam Darnold that he's shown us that he could be?
One thing I saw. I don't remember who did it. So sorry, there's no credit going to you, bud. But there was it was like the football gods.
Okay.
Talking to the 49ers, saying, how did you get this far? Congratulations, but we were kicking your ass this year. And the 49ers are like, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, we've made all those injuries happen. And they're like, why us? And they're like, we just like to see you guys fail. And they're like, how is CMC doing so good? They're like, oh yeah, we figured that out. Every time a player gets injured, their soul goes in the CMC, and he just carries off. And I was crying. And so
it's crazy. Like they have all these secondary players in. You got a guy that got picked last in the draft leading your fucking team. And that's why, I hope Shanahan gets one ring before it's all said and done.
So are you taking them against Seattle this week?
I'm taking Seattle. Listen, it's momentum only gets you so far.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think because Sam Darnold said he's playing no matter what, hurt or not. All Sam Darnold needs to do is he just needs to be a game manager. Everybody's hurt on the 49ers. That's why for the Eagles, it was like, it was a full-on collapse. Like, that's why the Eagles lost to the Buccaneers 2 years ago. It was a collapse. It's not because the team was better. It's just because the Eagles just fucking sat on their thumbs and whoopee cushions and called it a fucking
And I love McDonald, like their actual coach who coaches their defense to coach their defense for the game against the team that they're playing. I love the formula.
They got a defensive coach, but they built their offense to be able so that he can just build that defense. And if they show and even if Sam Darnold struggles, they're gonna run you down with their running backs. So I like Seattle. It's gonna take a lot for Seattle to lose. They're at home too. The Legion of Boom is going to be or 12, whatever they call them fucking selves.
Them decibels and all that.
Yeah, whatever they call themselves, they're going to be out. And we're going to get to see the Seattle atmosphere
They
alive
break
once
noise
again.
decibels there,
Bro,
Like, it's so loud.
it's scary. I don't like the 49ers who are already hurt. They're going to have the crowd against them. Like, they're not going to be able to hear. You're going to see Brock Purdy calling timeouts because he can't hear a fucking thing. It's, I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be a Herculean effort, and we will be having some crazy combos about
whoever
Brock Purdy
wins
and
this.
CMC.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this will be a Herculean effort.
Yeah, I'm
but
looking.
Seattle definitely has the easier road.
So to
I'm
Seattle?
just going. No,
going?
I'm going Niners just because I just love it. I'm a feelings guy.
Yes,
I'm
I got
a in the moment guy.
So am I.
Since CMC's been going on his run, Purdy's been doing his thing. I just want to go over them. I'm
the
going
thing-
for the underdog.
The thing that we're seeing this year, though, with the NFL is like all the story and the feelings and stuff is only getting teams so far. Like, we're actually seeing.
Yeah, man, just call it how you see it. What is it? You going?
I'm going Seahawks.
San Fran Seahawks.
The Seahawks should beat the shit out of them. They should.
Take. You guys did
should.
it all for me. I love it. I'm going Seattle too. The only thing I'm gonna say, Sam gonna get his first playoff. He's gonna get this win.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that other stuff.
That's what as long as he don't show up and randomly choke, bro, it should be.
I think you guys said it all.
Yeah, it should be all set in stone for him.
Yeah, literally. I think that's out of him. I think he's a grown man now. That's why he's even gonna play. I think if the jitters was there, he'd probably be puking in the toilet somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
spaghetti.
Last year, like with the Vikings.
Exactly.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I think he's been through a lot. He's learned a lot. I think he's ready for the stage finally. And then we have the Rams and the Bears.
Rams.
Yeah.
This is gonna be it's gonna be interesting because whoever wins this, it's gonna be defining for them. Like, can Caleb Williams rise to the occasion in the crazy ass weather that they're gonna be in? And on the other side, you say Rams easily.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Matt Stafford is only like 1-8 in this terrible cold weather. He cannot perform in this weather.
Yeah, but you know how long ago that was.
Yeah, of course. So, at the end of the day, I do think the Rams win. I think Matt Stafford is going to pull it. I think it's going to be a close game. Matt Stafford pulls it out.
He'd be making these points. Oh, wow. He's 1-8 in this cold weather, so I don't know, man. But either way, I'm going to say the Rams win.
Well, because at the end of the day,
keeping me on my toes.
Well, because I would believe that if he was facing a quarterback, and I know Chicago's cold, but it's not. Yeah. It's not devastatingly cold. I would do if he was facing
Windy City.
If he was facing Josh Allen in this weather, I would have to take the players that play in crazy ass weather and perform. It'd be
arguably Josh Allen's better in the cold.
Well,
arguably. And so that's scary.
I just think both quarterbacks are going to struggle. And I believe in Matt Stafford, veteran, clutch. I believe in it more than I believe in.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 degrees.
The receivers.
It's going to be 4 degrees in Chicago and Soldier Field.
Puka don't care about shit.
Yeah,
Puka's going to get us 200 yards.
Yeah, Soldier Field's always really, really cold this time of year. We know, you know what I mean. We're a little east of them. You know what I mean. That lake effect will be real.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
it'll be interesting to see how Caleb does. Though I'm very intrigued.
Caleb's used to it. This is his second season now. You know what I mean, at the helm in Chicago. But at the end of the day, as long as the Rams defense does what it has to do, you understand what I'm saying? There is no way,
you know what I mean,
agree.
that they should not walk out of there without this victory. You know, like I'm being serious. There's no way, you know what I mean, that the Rams should.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
win this
I mean,
game.
like the only way I see it is if again, and it's funny.
But the weather shit is real though.
And it's funny because when it comes to the Bears, we always say that like the other team should win, and then the Bears come out with some goofy, stupid shit in the fourth.
And listen, we all agree, you know what I mean, in this one. So it's kind of crazy.
What we're gonna normally do now is we're just gonna give flowers because we're doing this weekly now. We've been consistently on your screen weekly. Give flowers to a team or player, whoever, anything that you want. Who's your different shout out of the week?
Let me hear y'all's, man.
All right. So I'm going with our whole upcoming draft class.
Okay.
Which one?
I'm upcoming.
Which sport?
Oh, my bad. NBA basketball.
You said the upcoming one.
So I want to just give a shout out to all these young bucks, man.
Yeah.
We got AJ DeBansa. He's averaging like 24 and 7.
Monster on the defense.
Monster. He's lengthy. He's super athletic. You got the Boozer brothers, Cameron and Caden, both at Duke. Fucking Cameron's going off, averaging like 22 and 11. He's like 6'10", 250. He's a tank.
Damn.
Yeah, then you got Darren Peterson, elusive guard, can combo guard, can play both positions.
I like this.
He ain't lying.
Shit.
And Matt's big in the draft. So
and then you got...
He's saying this draft's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's going to be one of the best since 2019, 18. Then you got like guys like Nate Ament, Caleb Wilson, Michael Brown, Darius Acuff is bugging right now, bro. There's plenty of guys. Jerry Jones is not in this class, sadly. Chris Sinek
Sadly.
Jr. Bro, we got so many dogs in this draft, and then you go, and that's not even naming any of the foreign players like Kareem Lopez and anything like that. There's so many guys in this draft. I want to shout them out because not enough college love is talked about on this channel.
I like that. On this channel, Matt just made a statement. He said we need more college love. I'm gonna have to remember that for the next script.
That's funny.
All right, Kim, you want me to go or you?
Yes, I want to. If you don't mind, can I back clean up, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Because I want to go old.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Bryce Young, man. Listen, I have to. I mean, at this point, I feel like I've seen enough to say that I am fully confident in Bryce Young moving forward.
He's trying to spite me. That's all.
No. Well, I mean, because I agreed with you though. Like I wasn't as loud as you were, but I definitely agreed. It didn't look like Bryce Young had it, man. And he's been through a lot in this league. Shout out to Andy Dalton for if he's had any part in this. I think he has. Because, I mean, it was beautiful. You watch Bryce Young succeeding, and Andy Dalton is just happy as shit, smiling, cheering it on. It was great to see. Bryce Young, I mean, think about everything that he went through, man. I mean, being the number one pick over C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud obviously got to the start that he did. A lot of people counted Bryce Young out, this guy being one of them, me being another. Him not being tall enough, all the things that everybody said.
Yes.
Being benched for Andy Dalton.
Yes.
Looking as depressed as he did when that happened.
Yeah.
But ultimately just keeping his head up, going, because it's hard. It's hard when you're living. I haven't lived that life, but you see so many people crumble under worse scenarios.
Yes. Absolutely.
And with the stuff that was, stacked up for him, it wasn't stacked up at all. I mean, they still didn't have a good season by
My
any
biggest
regard,
thing for him was just his confidence. Didn't ever seem like it was there, so his play wasn't going to reflect.
Yeah.
His confidence is at an all-time high, so
and I think next year he can be one of the most exciting quarterbacks that we have. I mean, I love watching him when he's on.
Yes, man.
And it was nice to see a man get his confidence back.
Yeah.
And do his fucking thing, because that's what it breaks down to simply. A dude that just fucking got up and just said, fuck it, fuck y'all, I'm going to do what I have to do, and he did it.
Absolutely. I like that, man. That's super duper fire. That's super duper
thank
fire.
you, bro.
Real talk, man, because listen.
Because it's more than just what happened on the field, a lot of this always comes down to mentality, and it comes down to who you are as a person.
What I love,
it's a lot similar to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold could have just retired. He could have just slipped off.
That is a whole fact. Yeah. So that is the cool part I think about our channel. You know what I'm saying? Or our show. You understand? Now I get to fuck with you. All right. So, but here's some cool shit. I love it, right? My guys, listen, I love from Matt's take turnaround to us actually be enveloped in the season and watching this happen for this young man. In front of our eyes, you understand what I'm saying? Right in front of our eyes, to be able to give him flowers, right? And also not just for us be able to give him flowers, our viewers, our listeners also be able to see the culmination of him getting better and hear our taste getting better and follow our content as we're also watching it. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that we mean business and are real about what we're doing, right? 100%. You understand what I'm saying? So please make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So listen, man, for my boys, man, I'm going to go back, real quick, right? So listen, we love a lot of shiftiness as it pertains to point guards and things of that nature. But listen, I'm going to stay hometown for a minute, right? I got the Brooklyn joint on. He got the New York joint on. He got the Rams joint on. But listen, we in New York, right? We're going to go back to 1988, right? The first round, the 19th pick of that round. Would any of y'all happen to have an idea who was selected?
Clyde Drexler.
No, the Knicks had to pick that year. The Knicks had to pick that year.
You said which? 88?
88. So let me just cut the chatter. Rod Strickland.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen,
we were going to have a forgotten point guard.
Listen, man. So I had to bring this out just because we didn't get into it, right? Listen, man, one of the craftiest, I'm going to just say the craftiest guard of his era, right?
Yeah,
elite slasher, elite passer, right? And never cared about stats. He always made the right play. A lot of why a lot of people critique LeBron a lot when he was pass first LeBron and things of that nature. What also people always talk about was Magic-esque of how he also passed. I'm telling y'all, Magic, due to the size, but due to the skill, it was actually like Rod Strickland. You understand what I'm saying? In the form of the no look.
I like that.
Now, when you also think about ball handles and Kyrie and a lot of the gentlemen, Jamal Crawford and stuff like that, who had elite handles, I'm telling y'all, go check out Rod Strickland.
Yeah, I'll say Rod Strickland, Tim Hardaway.
Yes,
they
sir.
were the founders.
Listen,
of that
man,
type of shit.
please, man, excellent ball handling at its finest.
IT too.
Yeah, listen, man, court vision, man. Listen, man, always was among the leaders.
That's why I love having you on the show.
Yeah, absolutely,
you get
man.
to, and again, it's no slight at age or anything, because I know I do take a lot of slights as a joke. But it's good having your knowledge of like, because you got to see that shit.
Yeah, man.
That was 10 years before I was even fucking alive.
Crazy shit. And listen, and I'm only a pup at the time watching it. That's the same shit like what a kid with a softball might do really now. Watch.
That's cool though. You really got to see basketball kind of like develop as a sport.
I'm trying to tell you, man. So it's amazing to be able to. And then the crazy thing about it is that the way that he played spaces and saw spaces. What's crazy about the elite of the elite, what everybody always highlight is what they do in space and how they manipulate space, whether with the ball, with their body, or with other people.
I feel like at that time, early 90s era and shit, the only one who was doing it like him, and I would say more mid 90s, is Penny.
Yes.
Like was doing the same type of thing.
Because at that point you got Rod like deteriorating just a little bit because of the knees. He had knees,
I feel like Penny picked up right where he kind of left off.
Absolutely, bro.
But good
point.
Yeah.
There we go. And that's the episode. So listen, we guys hope you like this. Either which way, we're here. We're on your screens. We ain't going anywhere. We've been here weekly for a while now.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave some feedback. Go to our website below, adifferentconversation.net. That's how you can reach out to us. Shout out to Singapore, all of our, foreign listeners.
Belgium.
It's great. It's honestly really great to see and follow that. But yeah, at the end of the day, we got a lot coming. So after this, you guys are going to start seeing some more non-sports, a different conversation episodes. So make sure you guys tune into those. It's just us kicking back. Some of them are going to be serious. Some of them are going to be funny. Some of them, like me and Kem, we end up having a really beautiful conversation, and coming to an understanding as different culturally as we are. So there's some beautiful things up ahead. So listen, there's not a place that you're gonna get the better laughs. And I fucked that up again, but there's just not another place.
It's
all
real. It's all love. It's all
that's it. It's authentic. I'm not gonna say I'm not a robot, but you're not gonna find a place with the best laughs, the hottest takes, and everything different. We're out of here.
Sit back with this pack of zigzags in this bag. Give this weed, it gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC.
You better get with us to get rolled over.
Yeah, fuck y'all.